Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Coach Matt over here, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, Primal Athlete Training Center in Cranston, Rhode Island. So we are here, week 12. Believe it or not, this is the end. Week 13 is going to kind of be a week 13/week 1 for people who are going to be starting their indoor season next Monday. Yes, believe it or not, next Monday is going to be the start of indoor track here in New England. I know Rhode Island and Massachusetts is going to be on Monday. Connecticut also, I believe, is Monday, as well as some other Northeast area states have their first official practices on Monday. So we're here. Here it is. We have spent this entire summer and fall getting ready. For most of us, our seasons ended right around the end of May, beginning of June. Some of us still had meets throughout the summer, if you did like USA Track and Field or Masters meets throughout the summer. But for the most part, the large majority, the vast majority of people who are on this team, your season ended at the end of May, beginning of June of about 6 months ago. So we are now at the end of November. We are right around Thanksgiving, and we are getting ready for indoor. So we've had 6 months to get ready for this. 6 months to get stronger, 6 months to put more onto our squat numbers, 6 months to work up and use heavier dumbbells, heavier kettlebells, whatever it has been. And hopefully for those of you who have been with the program since the summer, who continued with it, who stuck with it, you guys are now reaping the benefits. You are a lot stronger. You are more powerful. You are able to put more power into your throws. You are seeing some good corrections in the circle. You've been doing your sprinting workouts. You've been doing the plyometric stuff, and now you're getting ready. You're hungry, you're fired up, and you're finally at the point where you are ready to go to your meets this winter season. Now, for a lot of you who are part of this team, you have not been here for that long. A lot of people dropped off at the end of the season, took the summer off, which is what most people do. They don't think about it anymore. They no longer meet with their athletes. They no longer go out and throw. They kind of take the summer off. They relax with their friends. Maybe they play a different sport, whether it's football or soccer or whatever it might be. And now it's time where it's like, oh crap, what are we going to do? We haven't been working out. We haven't been doing anything. We've kind of just been doing our own thing in the weight room, or you've been doing what the football coach has been talking about. Don't worry about it. If you are getting this week 12, and it's really your first or second week in the program, do your best, try to follow along, because next week resets everything. Next week, we're going to be testing our maxes for bench, squat, and if you're up to it, deadlift. If you have not been up to it, if you've just started doing deadlift, we might have you find your 5-rep max or your 3-rep max. Same with squat, same with bench. We may have you find your 3-rep max or your 5-rep max if you're just not comfortable finding your 1-rep max. So today we are going to be working into that. We're not maxing this week. This week we are going very heavy with that main movement while still working the more explosive accessory and assistance movement. So we're still getting that blend. Again, everything leading up to the season. So at the start of the season, we should see your strength is at an all-time high, your explosiveness is at an all-time high, and you are ready to hit PRs your first meet of the season. If you've been doing this correctly, if you've been following along, that's where we should be by your first meet. For those of you who are just starting out, you may not see that, but once we reset things next week, we're going to continue building and getting more specific as the season goes along. All right? So a lot of people have been asking, when's a great time to sign up? When's the best time to sign up to get all of the indoor practices, all of the indoor weight room, all of the indoor plyos and sprints and all that stuff? The best time to sign up is going to be right at the end of this week, so you can get the week 13 maxing. You can get your athletes in the weight room maxing. It might not be a 1-rep, but a 3-rep or a 5-rep, whatever it might be. That way you have a baseline to go on when the indoor season starts. Okay, so this week is week 12. Next week, we max out. Week after that is week 1 of your indoor season. Okay, so for everyone who's been asking, that's going to be the next couple weeks. If you're looking to get signed up, do that as soon as you possibly can. That way you are ready to go. So again, we're at the end. This is where we're starting to see improvement. This is where you can start to look back and kind of laugh at what you did week 1, week 2. This is where you can really kind of anticipate where things are going to be going throughout the season. So get a little fired up, get ready to put some heavy weight on your back, get ready to bench press some heavy weight. For those intermediate athletes, the intermediate people who may have graduated from beginner and are now intermediate, for the intermediates who have been intermediate for a while, this is where we push. This is where we start to test the waters. This is where we start to see how far we've come. For the advanced people, it is just going to be an incremental step up from last week in anticipation of maxing the week after, okay? So keep pushing, keep going hard. I'm excited. We had 8 of our athletes in here today because it's raining outside. 8 of our athletes in here today going through drills. They probably did a couple hundred drills each, getting in the repetitions. They're ready to go. They're ready to hit some big PRs and become some of the best in the state, the best in New England. Hopefully you and your athletes are as well. All right, thanks so much for checking out the video. Make sure you guys get signed up. And as always, if there's any questions, you can hit me up on that private Facebook group. For those of you who are not in the group, shoot me an email. There's a new way that Facebook is having me invite people because, again, can't invite people anymore with just the email. You've got to do this whole thing, which, again, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But if you guys are not part of the private Facebook group, email me, let me know. We'll get you added to that group. That way, that's where you can upload all your videos, get the coaching, ask the questions, anything that might pop up during the season. All right? Thanks so much for checking it out. Hope to hear from you all very, very soon, and have a great start to your season.